What it do? Crispy Kreme. What's good with y'all? I'm trying to get back into daily recording videos. I just got off of work, so I'm a little tired, but honestly, I wanted to make a part 2 to the anime starter pack video. For those who don't know, there was a video that I made, at least the time of recording this video, a couple days prior, basically along the lines of anime starter pack for Shonen. But something I didn't say in the previous video was what a shonen even is. So I guess we'll give a brief explanation. Here's where things start to get a little tricky because there will be things like Haikyuu, Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Blue Box all in the same realm or in the same magazine. I'm pretty sure they all got purchased or published through Shonen Jump. So it's very kind of hard to tell what's actually considered a shonen and what's not considered a shonen after a certain point in time. But after a certain while, you'll just know. Now, with that very brief explanation out the way, I want to actually give a couple follow-ups to what I believe are part of the Shonen anime starter pack. In the previous video, I was mentioning JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Dragon Ball Z in general, and I think if I remember correctly, I mentioned Hunter x Hunter and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I don't know if I said those things twice. And Jujutsu Kaisen, if I didn't already say it. Yeah, when I go through and edit this, I'm probably going to look like a fool. Essentially, though, those were the animes that were included. Important to say that maybe that might not be a one-size-fits-all, so it might be important to try and diversify some of the manga or anime that might also can be recommended for these type of starter packs. So this is part 2. So first up in the starter pack list, we have Shonen Jump Classic. Well, I don't even think it was in Shonen Jump in specific, but just a classic when it comes to shonen manga in general. We have Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, or if you're just reading the manga, just Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is basically about two brothers, Edward and Alphonse Elric, who take the time together to try and correct their wrongs. So I'm actually going to stop right here because I accidentally got into crazy spoiler territory just trying to explain the story. We're going to skip on to the next one. I recommend this one just because of how great of a watch it is. There's not any like ultrarian third reason on why I believe it's important for people to watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I just believe people should watch it. It's just that great of a show, and I wouldn't feel right with myself if I made one of these type of videos without at least recommending it or mentioning it once. So just read or watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Is just genuinely one of the greatest manga / anime to ever come out. Just no glaze. That's just genuinely what it is. If you look at any list, like any list, my anime list, or anything of that nature, people will agree. And even though niggas glaze it, unfortunately, it's just up there because it's that good. Anime I want to have in the shonen anime starter pack would probably be, honestly, as much as I kind of want to say, I don't want to say One Piece because it's too long, but honestly, any of the big three. So for people who don't know what the big three is One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach. Why are they called the big three? There's plenty of more in-depth explanations, but at least the short answer is just that during the time of Shonen Jump's, what they would say, the slump, when there was just so many like entries that were getting axed, One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto came out around the same time and dominated the early 2000s to all the way to the 2010s. They called it the Big Three because those were the three most selling manga of damn near 2 to 3 decades before Dragon Ball, you know? Like, and I think One Piece even itself already drastically overtook that. So honestly, for the second part of the shonen anime starter pack, I'm personally recommending one of the big three. I don't care which one. If you ask me personally, I'm gonna say One Piece, but they're all long series, and for some reason, niggas only talk shit on One Piece being long. like Naruto and Bleach aren't equally as long, but I digress. The reason why I recommend those is because after Dragon Ball, the big three are basically the backbone of what shonen anime has to offer. When people think shonen anime, they think Naruto, they think One Piece, they think Bleach, they think Dragon Ball. So I think it's important that you go back and try to at least watch some of those ones. Or even read, because this isn't just limited to just anime, it's also manga as well. So I say watch and read the both of those and see what you like, see what you don't like. And that's if you just want to see niggas boxing. If you want to see niggas boxing, I say just go Naruto. The fight scenes are great, but I can't speak for the rest of this, what rest they also have to offer. Next up on our list, we have My Hero Academia. Even though I dropped it after season 3, the first 3 seasons were still amazing. My Hero Academia is one of them anime that helped me get back into anime at the time because I had a really bit of a drought. And honestly, I can only say good things about this series. My Hero Academia for me fell off after season 4, but that's if I'm just talking shit. Like, all agendas aside, all personal enjoyment aside, this is such a really big mogul when it comes to anime that I really don't see anyone not liking this. Um, Basically, My Hero Academia is about a kid named Izuku Midoriya who ended up getting no powers in a world where everyone has powers, which in this universe they call them quirks. Um, what you call it? He ended up getting none, but instead of giving up on his dreams of becoming a superhero, a professional superhero at that, he ended up encountering one of his idols who helped him become strong and gave and passed on his quirk to Midoriya. Now that's the basis. That's like first episode. So it's like I'm not even gonna go deep into like crazy in terms of like how I personally feel about this manga or this anime because I haven't finished it. Nowhere to the close to finishing it, but I did enjoy the first parts of it. It has hype moments in aura. It has good character writing. The only downside to this story is I can say is that some characters kind of get left out of the story. But if you tend to ignore that, they have great story writing. They have good villains, and overall, it's just a very fun watch. I personally recommend My Hero Academia. Next up on our list of the Shonen Anime Starter Pack, we have Fairy Tail. Now, for people who have been watching this video who might have already watched Fairy Tail or read Fairy Tail, I promise you, I'm not recommending it for the reason that you think I'm going to recommend it for. Fairy Tail is just generally an overall fun watch. I recommend fun watches because I know people don't have the media literacy to care about the intricate story writing of Death Note or something of that nature. Fairy Tail has some pretty shitty story writing. I'm gonna tell you right now. Hype moments in aura. Um, Fairy Tail is basically about this guild called, well, Fairy Tail in this league or in this world where they all take turns doing missions and things of that nature where they're basically using their magic to hunt monsters, complete jobs. It's like an odd jobs in, and that's basically all they do. It gets more intricate than that, but honestly, the basis of this is the main character, Lucy Heartfilia. She is the main character who technically isn't the main character. It's pretty funny whenever I try to like explain the plot to this because it's kind of just all over the place. But honestly, bro, just watch it. It's just a fun watch. That's all I gotta say in that. Finally, for our final recommendation for this list, we have Attack on Titan. Now, I know I'm just listing out a bunch of heavy hitters, but honestly, it's a starter pack for a reason. So that's why I'm saying like you gotta like give it a little bit. You gotta give a little bit of like leeway here. Um, Attack on Titan is basically about this kid named Aaron Yeager, who basically becomes whose mother. Well, actually, I can't. I'm not gonna spoil anything. Even though it's first episode, go in blind. Not even kidding. Go in blind. Don't watch any videos about it. Don't read any reviews about it. Go in blind. That's the best way to enjoy Attack on Titan. It's genuinely one of the best written stories in the last 10 years when it comes to manga and anime.
Hey, editor Devin here. I want to preface that Attack on Titan's story is only good if you don't have the attention span of like a 3-year-old goldfish. I was talking to niggas one day and they said season 4 was too political. And niggas who watch Attack on Titan will get what I mean when I say how crazy of a statement that is. But just go in blind, but only if you can like read and actually interpret things. Please, like, for the love of everything that is holy.
It's pure. It's very close to peak fiction, with a couple of things dragging it down. If you watch the anime or read the manga all the way through, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But either way, it's very close to peak fiction. You got to go in blind though, because I can't say too much. You just got to watch that shit. Like if you're for any reason gonna take any recommendation I say here, take Attack on Titan. This video was a bit. Hmm, I don't know how else to explain this. This video was a bit harder to make because I never made one where I had to recommend so many in a short fashion of a video, if that makes sense. Maybe one of these days I'm going to stop procrastinating and actually sit down and draft up an entirely different concept for a video whenever I'm recommending things to people. But that being said, if you liked this video, like and subscribe. And if you think I personally missed anything, be sure to place what you would put in the uh, Shonen anime starter pack. This was part 2 of the series. I'm definitely making a part 3. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to start streaming on here soon, hopefully. Knocking on the wood. Hopefully we'll start streaming on here. But if not, then you know the deal. Just like and stay tuned for the next video. That being said, y'all have a good one.